What is good, boys? Hope you guys are doing good. In this video, we will talk about the importance of forgiveness. This is something that this self-development industry really does not talk about. You know what I mean? Because it's just not that sexy, like appealing to the audience. You know what I mean? But if you're someone who's serious about leveling up and leaving the old you behind and becoming the best you possible, it is something that you cannot overlook. Like, I have made this mistake myself. When I actually started my journey of self-development, when I actually started becoming aware of things that were holding me back, I always had this mindset, like I was blaming everything on my parents, on the friends I had back in the day, and all the things that I went through. I was blaming every single bad habit I had. I was blaming it on my parents, on my friends, and on the teachers I had. Like, if I was being, say, greedy or selfish, I was always, instead of taking accountability, instead of saying this is something that I want to change, I was always blaming it on the circumstances that I went through when I was a kid. And don't get me wrong, everything you go through, all the traumas, they do shape you as a person. All the bad things that you don't want about yourself, everything it's accumulation of all the experiences, good or bad. So I was blaming it on other people, I was blaming it on the circumstances, but it was not helping me, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't helping me, it was not getting me anywhere. It was just making me hold grudges. That's all. I was just holding grudges, I was just blaming it on others, and I was not going forward. Whenever I caught myself slipping, like, say, going back to the old way, being selfish or just not being open to love and just being fearful, I would just blame it on that person who was responsible and then just carry on with the same pattern. See, but I was failing to realize this. The day you realize that you have these bad patterns, that's when it becomes your own responsibility to heal those. You can't keep blaming the other person for those wounds you have on your soul or on your mind, or however you want to look at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the day when you have to take responsibility and forgive that person. Forgive that person for whatever he did to you, whatever he or she did to you, bro. You gotta forgive that person. You know what I mean? That's why forgiveness is important, because if you don't forgive that person, bro, you will never take responsibility to heal yourself. You will always keep on blaming that person. You have to take responsibility, bro. Once you take responsibility, once you take that step forward and forgive that person, forgive that circumstance, forgive that teacher, that friend, whoever is responsible for that thing, you gotta forgive and then take responsibility for yourself. You gotta take responsibility, because if you don't forgive, you will always blame, and blaming does not help. Blaming will always keep you at the same spot. And moving forward is only possible when you let go of the burden of holding those grudges, when you let go of the burden of blaming it on others. You know what I mean? Take responsibility. Now that I am aware of this is what is holding me back, it is my responsibility to move forward and make sure that I don't keep making the same mistakes. It was a mistake when I was not aware. Now it's not a mistake. When you're aware and you still do the same thing, bro, it's your responsibility. You know what I mean? This is why forgiveness is very important. It is a very important step in your self-improvement journey. You have to forgive anything that happened in past, like your ex did you wrong, or you don't let it traumatize you. Learn your lesson and move forward. That's it. If she or he did you wrong, then sweet, bro, you did me wrong, sweet, I forgive you, it's so good. Like, I've got better things to take care of. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta forgive. I know it's not something that's cool to do. You know what I mean? Like, forgiving, that's not cool, bro. But sometimes the simple things are the answers. Like, simple concepts, we often look over these simple concepts, but these simple concepts are where most of our answers are. So if you really found this very helpful, make sure you leave a like, because that really motivates me to keep on making videos and stuff. Let me know in the comment section what topics do you want me to cover in future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe and share. I'm watching you. Cheers.